Good morning, everyone. This is Lori in Spokane. I'm in the office today with Jeremy, who's been looking at the storm yesterday, and again today he'll be looking at it. And we have people at home as well, keeping an eye on things, making sure we're staying on top of everything. So let's get started. So here is our overview of kind of what we're expecting. Our main impact is going to be the winds, which will be increasing Sunday afternoon. But we think our biggest impacts will be Sunday evening and Sunday night as that strong cold front moves across the state, with the potential of gusts over 50 miles an hour, which will lead to blowing dust as well. And then by Monday morning, the winds will be decreasing, but strong gusts are still possible, up to 40 or 50 miles an hour. And then by Monday afternoon, things will be decreasing. Now, we are concerned about snow as well, especially in the Cascades at Stevens Pass. So snow levels will be dropping with that front Sunday evening at Stevens Pass, with moderate to potentially heavy snow at that location. And then as that cold front moves through Sunday evening and Sunday night, we will see lowering snow levels across extreme eastern Washington and the Idaho Panhandle. So here is our wind gust forecast currently. So we'll see an increase in winds through the day, through the afternoon, but right now we're expecting our peak gusts to be between 5 p.m. and midnight across the region. And you can see across portions of the Columbia Basin and into Spokane and the Palouse, we could see gusts 40 to 50, even potentially some 50 to 55 mile an hour. And you can see some isolated red, which is 55, maybe even close to 60. So the potential is there for this to be an impactful storm across a fairly large portion of our forecast area. So what are the chances, the probabilities of 50 miles an hour or more greater wind gusts? So this graphic kind of shows you the general area where you could see like a 10 to 20% chance of seeing gusts of 50 or more. But the area of concern that we are concerned about is this portion of Whitman County and eastern Adams County. That's probably where we have the best potential to see gusts of 50 or more. And then expanding that, there's like a 20 to 30% chance here across portions of Highway 395 and I-90 as well. And we have moderate right now confidence of that occurring. So wind speeds versus impacts. So what kind of impacts? Well, with 40 to 50 mile an hour winds, we could see some scattered power outages and some tree limbs down, maybe a few trees. But with 50 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts, there could be numerous power outages, some moderate tree damage, unsecured items being blown around, maybe some roof shingles or fencing if it's not a secure fence, and difficult driving conditions and areas of blowing dust. And then with those small isolated areas where we could see 60 miles an hour or more, there could be some widespread power outages and tree damage, very dangerous driving conditions with widespread blowing dust possible. So taking a look at our snow forecast for Sunday evening through Monday morning, like I said, falling snow levels. I have moderate listed here for our confidence in these snow amounts. I would say for the Cascades, our confidence is moderate to high. We're fairly confident that the snow levels are going to go crashing down to the road surface and there will be accumulating snow. In fact, there could be snow at Stevens Pass as early as Sunday morning, but given daylight and warmer road temperatures and stuff, we don't think the impacts will be very great during the daylight hours. It'll be after 6 o'clock at night when the snow level, or when the front passes, that you could see more accumulating snow on the roads. And we have I would say moderate to high confidence of the 8 to 12 inch forecast for Stevens Pass. I would say our confidence is probably moderate for the snow amounts across extreme eastern Washington and North Idaho. Snow levels will fall with that front as it passes, but I think the snowfall would be fairly brief. And given our road surface temperatures, I don't think there will be a lot of accumulating snow, but that doesn't mean that there couldn't potentially be snow and it melts, and then a potential like maybe a flash freeze from the cold front moving through. So that's something to keep an eye on as well. So we're also growing in concern for blowing dust, and we think blowing dust is likely across the Columbia Basin, especially I-90 from George to Ritzville, and 395 from Ritzville to Tri-Cities, and Highway 26 from Washtenaw to Colfax. We've made several calls out to all the counties across the Columbia Basin and into the Palouse, and farmers are beginning to work their fields and prepare for spring planting. And given the fact that especially Grant and Adams County have had so little rain for the last month or two, our concern is that, gusts 40 or more will pick up the recently worked fields and create blowing dust. So our confidence is high that there will be blowing dust. I would say our confidence is lower as to if that's going to occur directly adjacent to a road, or it could be widespread visibility of 3 miles an hour and then localized visibilities potentially of like a mile or less. And considering this is occurring in the evening and through the overnight hours, it could be a concern through the night as well when it's dark and it's even more difficult to see. So here is our impacts outlook. I have moderate here in the Cascades, and that's mainly to account for Stevens Pass snowfall for Sunday evening and into Monday morning. And then we have high across Grant and Adams and Lincoln, and I would say western Whitman County, and that would be for the blowing dust potential for those locations. And then Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, and then the eastern portion of the Palouse and into the Idaho Palouse, I would say is major for the wind potential, with that combining with potential for down trees and numerous power outages from the wind. So in summary, we expect a windstorm late Sunday afternoon through the evening, with the most likely impacts damage to trees, power outages, and blowing dust. There is still some uncertainty of the strength of the strongest winds, but we've analyzed this storm compared to our windstorms from November of 2015 and January of this year. And right now, we do not see the strong gradients that we saw with those windstorms. So right now, we do not think that this will be comparable to those windstorms for our region. And we do have we do expect some moderate to heavy snow for Stevens Pass as well. So that is our briefing, and we will take any questions you guys have. Do I have to unmute? Okay, sorry, I had to find the right button to unmute you guys. I think I've unmuted everyone if they have any questions. Hi, Nathan. Let me look. I would say by Monday, you might see gusts up to 30, but it'll probably be more like 20 to 30 for you guys. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. You're welcome. Does anyone else have any questions? Okay, well then we'll just, as of now, we'll plan on email updates for tomorrow, and we'll let you know if things change. Yeah, no problem. Good luck, you guys. Yes. Yep. Yes, we will.